Hey, everybody. It is yours truly, Dr. Shamika Dean. Y'all already know what time it is. It's time for Mogul Minded Marketing, where we are helping everyday entrepreneurs market like a mogul. So you are in the right place if you have not been making the money with your marketing strategies. You are in the right place if you are ready to get some insight and some instruction on how to move from mediocre to mogul marketing. I'm so excited about today's broadcast. First of all, did y'all see that intro video? Like, I just want to know, did y'all see that intro video and how bomb it is? Shout out to Destiny Designs for creating our intro video for Mogul Minded Marketing. I'm super honored and excited to had the privilege of having our intro designed by Destiny Design. So if you are new here, welcome. If you are a replay watcher, y'all know I love y'all so much. Welcome back. As you're tuning in, y'all already know what to do. Sharing is caring around these parts. So I would like for you to share this broadcast. And when you share, just type shared in the chat box so that I'll know that you share for real. Don't listen. Don't do it. All right. Don't be out here playing. No, but seriously, just let me know that you have shared in the comment section below. Again, invite others, to join us, because if you're here, somebody else needs to be here. And nobody teaches marketing like Dr. Shamika Dean. How am I different out here in these marketing streets? Is because I married marketing with mental health. I married it with mindset. One of the things that I noticed as I was looking at others who, were doing marketing, or people who were coming to me for marketing, is that everyone was getting a lot of strategy, right? So they were getting strategy on how to maybe grow their business or promote their product. But what was missing is that marketing is mental before it's material. I want y'all to put that in the comments, because that is how we get down. Marketing is mental before it's material. So what was happening is people would be hesitant to promote their products, or they may promote their products, but they still weren't making the sales that they needed to make. And so what I realized quickly is that it was what was up here that was really preventing them from marketing the way that they should. Okay, so I see Nakia watching. Hey, Irene, thank y'all. Yeah, they said that video was bomb. Appreciate it. Hey, Tanisha. Hey, Nakia. Right. So again, marketing, it is mental before it is material. So if your if your mind isn't right, your money will be funny, your change will be strange, and your credit just won't get it. All right. And so I am here to help you shift in the different ways so that your marketing is going to make money for you. But it all starts with what's going on up here. Hey, Debbie. All right. So we're going to go ahead and get started. The way that I want to jump this thing off, y'all. First of all, just a little introduction of what today's topic is going to be about. Today's topic is 5 mindset shifts you must make to make multiple 6 figures. Okay. 5 mindset shifts you must make to make multiple 6 figures is what we're going to be talking about today. Because as I said before, marketing is mental before it's material. Hey, Tiffany. So we're going to play a little game. Are y'all ready? Before we play the game, though, you need to share and let me know that you shared in the comments, because we're going to play a little game that I love. I played this game before at some of my live events. And I also do it with some of my clients because it's fun. First of all, okay. So if you're ready to play, get started with a type game, because we're going to play a little game before we get into the actual content that we're going to cover today. Thank you, Mia, for sharing. Let's see who else shared. Thank you, Irene, for sharing. Thank you, Nakia, for sharing. Appreciate you. All right. So the game that we're going to play today, before we get into our content, is called Name That Brand. I said names. Come on, let me correct that. In Jesus' name. No. So Name That Brand is what we're going to play today. So this is how the game goes. Very simple, very easy. What I'm going to do is I'm going to say and put a brand tagline onto the screen, and it is your job to guess the company of that tagline, that brand tagline. The reason is because branding is very important. Branding is your business's reputation. This is how you get out there and get people to know who you are, what you do, why they should work for you. Branding is also the way that you create your stance in saturated markets. And so we talked about this on our last week's segment. So if you missed that, make sure you go back and watch the previous segment, which is our very first one, where I said that branding is your business's reputation and marketing is how you make your revenue. All right. So if y'all are ready, type ready. And I'm going to put the first tagline up here and you have to guess it. Okay. So just type ready when you're ready. I don't know, my comments are not showing up on one side, but it's okay. All right, so Mia says she's ready. All right, so the first tagline is it melts in your mouth, not in your hands. Name that brand. Hey, Celia. Hey, Aisha. Okay, they said they are ready. All right, see, I love when people are like ready. It melts in your mouth, not in your hands. Name that brand. Yes, Kizzy got it. I see Kizzy got it on her side. M&M's. All right. Hey, Stephanie. Okay, so that's the first one. All right, y'all ready for the second one? All right. So the second brand tagline. Yes, Tiffany, you are absolutely correct. It's M&M's. I said M&M's. M&M's. It melts in your mouth, not in your hands. It's M&M's. All right. So the next one is you can't eat just one. Name that brand. You can't eat just one. Somebody said Pringles. Is that Pringles? Yep. You're absolutely correct. I was about to be wrong on that one myself, but yes, Pringles brand is you can't eat just one. So y'all, are y'all having fun already or not? Yes. Y'all got it. Okay. So is it Pringles or Lay's? Oh, I bet you can't eat just one. Anyway, one of those. I think I messed it up. We're going to go to the next one. The next one is have it your way. Have it your way. Name that brand. I probably messed that one up, but I'll give y'all another one. It's okay. If she says it once, you probably can't stop here. I don't know. Have it your way. Yes. Burger King. Y'all are on it. I love it. I love it. Okay. So the next one, name that brand. Just do it. I know y'all know this one. Come on. I know y'all know. Come on, come on, come on. Just do it. Name that brand. Nike. Yes. Celia says Nike. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, correct, Mia. Yes, correct, correct. Kizzy got it right. Jamaica got it right. Y'all having fun so far? Yes, Janetta, absolutely correct. All right. Y'all having fun? Good, good. All right. So here's our last one. We are playing again, name that brand. So the last one, they're magically delicious. Name that brand. Let's go. Tiffany says this is fun. I'm glad y'all are enjoying. They're magically delicious. Yes, Kizzy got it with Lucky Charms. Lucky Charms. They're magically delicious. So what we just finished playing, you guys, was a round of what I call name that brand. Because again, we're talking about marketing. Branding and marketing go hand in hand. Before you can make the bucks with your marketing, you have to build what I call a booming brand. And this is where you get people to know who you are, what you do, why they should work with you, and it's how you stand out in a saturated market. All right. So we still have more content to cover. I'm also going to do a giveaway to some of those who participated in our Name That Brand game. But before we do that, I have a little bit something to show you all, and then we will be right back to continue our segment of Mogul Minded Marketing. Today's topic is 5 mindset shifts that you must make to make multiple six figures. While I'm getting ready to show you all this, I would like for you all to hit share and invite others to tune in, because we still have some more great content to cover, and I will be back in just a moment. All right. We are back, continuing our broadcast of Mogul Minded Marketing. If you're just tuning in, Mogul Minded Marketing is a weekly live segment where we help everyday entrepreneurs to market like a mogul. I am your host, Dr. Shamika Dean, and I'm a marketing strategist. I help service-based entrepreneurs create a marketing and automation plan that teaches them how to first build 5 and 6 figure launches with their courses. And then I teach them how to automate 90% of their sales so that they only have to work 10% of the time. So again, I'm super excited about this broadcast and what we are going to be covering today. Did you guys see that my book, Market Like a Mogul, is now ready for you to join the wait list? Okay, so to join the wait list, you just go to shamikadean.com and get on the wait list for my brand new book that is called Market Like a Mogul. That will be going for pre-sale pretty soon. Those who are on the wait list will get first access. You will get a premium price for pre-sale price that will be different from when we actually go public with the live launch. All right. So you want to get on that wait list. You simply go to shamikadean.com to do that. All right. So are you all ready for us to cover the 5 mindset shifts that you need to make multiple six figures? If you're ready, type ready in the comments, and we are going to get started with our content for today. Type ready, Freddie. All right, that's what I like to hear. So the first mindset shift that you need to make multiple six figures is to shift from aesthetics to experience. Again, shift from aesthetics to experience. Here's where I see so many miss it, right? You go and you spend all this money on your website. You spend a lot of money on beautiful photos, beautiful pictures, all of that stuff. All of that is great. There is a time and a season, okay, for everything. However, Maya Angelou said it best. She said, people will forget what you said, but they will never forget how you made them feel. Now, even now, right, when you first encountered me, you felt some kind of way. Now, here's the thing. You could be here because I said something that extracted your edges, okay? You could be here because I said something that loosened your lace fronts or your lashes, or, took back your toupee a couple of inches from your forehead. You could be here because I said something that triggered you, and you were just like, I kind of like her, but I don't like her, but she's so real. I just love her, right? But anywho, there was an experience that you had when you met me that is the reason that you are right here today, okay? And so The experience is all about how you make the people who come into contact with you feel. Okay. That's why you have to focus more on creating an experience that's going to be memorable, that is going to have people ranting and raving about who you are, that when they talk about whatever it is you do, or when someone asks them to recommend someone for a particular industry or area, that you created such an experience that you are top of mind for people. Okay. So again, you have to shift from aesthetics to experience. You want to make sure that you are memorable in the minds of people, and not so much worrying about the aesthetics and all of the pretty things, but literally, how can I create an experience that people are going to remember and they are going to rave about to other people? I just finished up a call with someone earlier today, and she continued to talk about the experience that she had when she attended one of my in-person events. And this was the very first time she attended an event. And then she also raved about the experience that she had when she attended my academy, as well as the experience that she had when she attended one of my live events. All right. So type in the comments experience. You guys know that I've also been talking about I am experience, because there is, again, a way that you make people feel when they come into contact with you. And that is the experience. Experience is not just the aesthetics. Experience is the way that you communicate. Experience is the way that you follow up. Experience is the systems and processes that you have in place with people. Experience is the way that you build and cultivate relationships with potential customers so that they can become paying clients. All right. So again, experience. So that's the first mindset shift you need to make. So real quick, before I get into number 2, what was your first experience with me? When you came into contact with me, how did I make you feel? Now, here's the thing. As I said, I'm aware that some of y'all probably didn't even like me the first time. You were like, I don't even like her. She in my business. She talks too much. She's been talking to Jesus, and Jesus has been telling her about me. And so you probably like, I'm gonna watch her from afar. I'm gonna sit way back in the nosebleed section, because I believe that her and Jesus have been in my business. So you may not have really liked me at first, but then when you stayed around for a while, you were like, I love her, because I'm lovable. I try to tell people, once you get past the resting phase, I'm good. You're good. So Miguel says trigger to transform. And I love that Miguel said that, because that is one of the things that I say. I trigger the transformation within you, right? So I know that I'm a thought leader who challenges belief systems, because I know that belief systems become birthing systems. And so if I can trigger you there, there's going to be some transformation if you stay around long enough. So Jamaica says she felt supported. Stephanie says, you seem very knowledgeable. Janetta says, I felt empowered. Mia says, it's the real for me. Yeah, see, but you had an experience. She said, Jamaica says, my first experience with you is when I managed an open mic, the download, and you wanted to register your children. Kizzy says, it was over a crab boil, but I knew Jesus was whispered in your ear. Oh my God, this is hilarious. This is hilarious. I love it. I love it. But again, you're here because that experience gave you a reason to want to experience more, right? And so Miracle says, when I first experienced you, I was like, ouch. That's how I am with my clients. That's what I need for me. Leading with transparency and truth and love. Absolutely. Absolutely. I do definitely lead with transparency. Stephanie says, I felt important. Rory says, you prophesied my socks off. I'm talking about pinpoint. That is hilarious. I just met Rory last month at my friend Jasmine's event, the Six Figure Storyteller Live. And so I met him, and God gave me a word for him on the spot. And he has to, I probably have to have him on so he can tell you the story about how it went, because this guy's hilarious. Like, seriously. Celia says, I felt very connected as if I already knew you. And Aisha says, you're real, and there are so many people that just put on for the camera. Well, I'm glad this is all good stuff. Okay. So let's get back into our content. We're going to get back into our content. So the second mindset shift, number one, the first mindset shift we talked about was shifting from aesthetic to experience. The second one is shifting from scarcity to surplus. Now, I really want to talk about this one because what I realize is that oftentimes when you are new to this marketing space, or you have had, for example, if you put something out there and it has been stolen, right? Then your mindset, you'll begin to operate in scarcity. So what that means is you will share, you don't really want to share a lot, right? Or you fear that you're giving away too much. How many of you all have found yourself in that place? You're like, well, if I give away all of this, then who's going to pay me for it? Excuse me. Or, well, I don't want to put this out here because someone may steal it. So I'm just going to hold back. But here's what happens when you do that. First of all, you're operating in fear, and fear will make you forfeit your future and your fortune. Okay. Let me say that again for the ones that have one earbud in. That is operating in fear, and fear will make you forfeit your future and your fortune. The people that are looking for you are looking for the true value that you have to offer. Here's the thing that I want you to understand. A lot of the reasons why you feel like you're going to give away too much is because you don't really see the wealth of wisdom that is really on the inside of you. The reason is because you're only taking off the top lid, right? You're only giving the surface level of what it is that's within you, of the knowledge that's within you. And so because you're not really pouring, then you are smothering the wealth of information that's really inside. How many of you can attest to the fact that you'll start talking about something, and before you know it, you are going deeper and deeper, and you're sharing all this stuff, and then you're like, oh my God, I forgot I knew that. Oh my God, I didn't even know I knew that, right? And that is because there is a lid on what you really have to offer, and you're only sharing, you're trying to share just a little bit. You're sharing through scarcity. And so what happens is all of that other great stuff that's within you is not able to come out of you. So not only are you hindering the people that are really looking for that level of expertise that you have, you're also hindering yourself for pouring your more. This is the thing, and I'm going to take y'all Bible real quick. Okay. And then I'm going to take y'all back business. All right. So there's a story about the woman, the widow in the Bible, who had just a little bit of flour and a little bit of oil. In her mind, once she used that, she was going to die, right? Her and her son was going to die because she felt that was all she had left. But when the prophet came to her and he told her, give me first, right? And then she would have more and more, right? She would have more than she really understood that she had, or he would supply her with more. She would be supplied with so much more. All right. And so what happened was she started pouring, and the more she poured, she had so much, she had filled so many jars, right? Because she chose to pour what she had, because she chose not to operate in fear, because she chose not to operate in scarcity. She has so much more to pour. So what am I saying to you? The more you pour, the more you'll have to pour. The Bible also says that he gives seed to the sower. Okay. I'm going to take y'all Bible one more time, and then I'm going to come up out of here because, I don't want y'all, I ain't trying to take up no offering. Okay. But also, when you read the story of the parable of the talents, the one that operated in fear, what happened? What he had was even taken away. Why? Because he was afraid. He was afraid to use what he had. He buried it. That's what happens when you operate in a scarcity mindset. You have to understand that there is surplus in your giving. There is surplus in your pouring. Okay? Y'all still with me? So you got to get out of that position where you are operating in scarcity. You have to understand that there is surplus within you. But when you are afraid to pour, then you become stagnant, you become stuck, and you will shrink instead of soaring. Okay. Now, number 3. Yes, there is surplus in your giving. A giver always has to give. They always have to give. Number 3, you have to go from catchy to clarity. All right. Now, you all know that I am the queen of alliterations, acronyms, and analogies. I absolutely love them. It's a part of my brand. However, I've taken time to build this brand. And although there is creativity, I still move from a position of clarity. A confused mind doesn't convert. Type that in the comments. A confused mind doesn't convert. So while we appreciate creativity, and I highly recommend creativity, I love all things creative. Don't diminish your creativity, but you have to make sure that it brings clarity. So here's a rule of thumb. If people have to ask you what you do, your messaging is probably confusing. If people have to ask you what you do, your messaging is probably confusing. And a confused mind doesn't convert. All right. So that's number 3. All right. So number 1, I'm going to, I love this engagement. I love that you guys are so tuned in. We're almost 30 minutes in. I've been trying to keep these to under 30 minutes, y'all. So y'all bear with me. Okay. But real quick, I'm going to take a quick break and we're going to come right back. I have 2 more topics to cover, and I have an opportunity for you all. So I'll be right back. While I am taking this quick little break, I want you all to make sure that you go to shamikadean.com. Okay. Before we end this broadcast, go to shamikadean.com so that you can get on the wait list for my new book, Market Like a Mogul. All right. I'll be right back.
I'm Samantha Abraham, Mrs. Cosmos International of 2020.
My name is Gail Cato, and I'm a licensed professional counselor here in the state of Oklahoma.
Greetings, my name is Nicole Morris, and I am the CEO, also known as the Chief Emotions Officer for Cultivating Wholeness International LLC.
Hello, my name is Siobhan Annette, and I'm the creator of She's on Fire Academy.
Hello everyone, my name is Valerie Rivas, the CEO and Master Designer of Royale Classy Creations.
Hey, I'm Nisha Fields, a personal accountant, and I help 6- and 7-figure business owners make sense of their numbers so they can build the sustainable and scalable businesses of their dreams. But it was not always like that. When I first started working with Dr. Dean, I was simply an educated stay-at-home mom, nothing more.
Before I met Dr. Shamika Dean, I had my own businesses that I would run. The issue that I was having is that I would invest 40, 60, 80 hours a week, and I wasn't making the kind of money that I wanted to make.
When I began on this journey, I didn't know where to start or even have a business name established.
Before calling her and scheduling that strategy session, I was just delivering my products and my services, freestyling, and just telling folks what it is that I do, not knowing really who I do it for. I was just hoping to nail sales.
So since we've been working together, I have been able to do more in my business within the last couple of months than I've been able to do in 3.5 years.
A proud owner of a successful business. I'm walking into multi-6 figures even right now in the pandemic when I came from zero.
And months later, it has not stopped. My engagement is up and I've actually doubled my revenue.
Since that strategy session, I was able to take my income, my revenue from 4 figures to a consistent 5 figures a month.
30 minutes of us ending our session, I started to get inboxes with people wanting to work with me. And check this out. That's even before I even created the system, created the course that I'm using.
Because of that, She's on Fire Academy, I had a 2.6% revenue monthly increase, as well as a 60% clientele increase with She's on Fire Academy.
It not only gave me the confidence, oh yes, but it also gave me the strategy to get my investment back in 14 days.
Her behind the scenes knowledge and her willingness to share has made such a difference in the way I do business.
With Next Level Business, I was able to have customers and clients sign up in my program without even having the program built yet.
And it wasn't until I started working with Dr. Dean that I was able to break down my fears and really walk into my purpose.
Dr. Shamika Dean challenges you. She does not allow you to stay the same. She does not allow you to stay on the level where she found you or where you started with her.
Shamika did for all of us inside the academy is really gave us the tools that we needed to not only just be able to market, but understand who we are as women, men of God.
What she did is not only give me a confirmation to know that what I was building was good, but she showed me the proper plans and structures that I could put in place so that way this thing would run itself and I can get hours and hours of my week back.
Shamika Dean is one of the few people that made a lasting impact in my life.
All right, y'all, we are back. Thank you so much again for tuning in. Make sure that you share this broadcast with others. This is our segment of Mogul Minded Marketing, where I am helping everyday entrepreneurs to market like a mogul. And so again, I'm so just thankful that you all decided to tune in with me on a Monday. That means you really love me because, we don't really like to do nothing on Mondays, right? But thank y'all again so much for tuning in, and make sure that you share. We are wrapping up our segment of the 5 mindset shifts you must make to make multiple 6 figures, all right? And so we've already covered 1 through 3. We've covered number 1, aesthetics to experience. Number 2, scarcity to surplus. Number 3, catchy to clarity. And now we are to number 4. I see y'all are going off in the comments about this promo video. So I just want to shout out again, Destiny Designs, who is the brain and the hands of this design. The creativity is unmatched. I literally just said, hey, this is what I want. This is the vision. And as the company's tagline is that they bring your vision to virtual reality. So shout out to Destiny Designs for doing such an amazing job on this promotional material. All right. And yeah, so let's get to number 4. Number 4, if you're ready for number 4, just type ready in the comments, and we are going to move on to number 4. I am loving this slide. I'm loving Mogul Minded Marketing. I'm like, Shamika, why didn't you do this sooner? Why not? All right. So y'all are ready. Okay. So number 4 is you have to shift from visibility to value. So I know that we have been taught that you post 15 million times a day. Yes, you should post to stay on the forefront, the front of mind of people. However, the truth is the algorithms on your personal pages and on your business pages don't work in your unpaid favor. Okay? They don't work in your unpaid favor. All right? So what I mean by that is that if you're not running ads heavily with the new shifts in the algorithms, then, and if you're not using what they are actually promoting at this time, then your information is not getting seen. So how do you get more visibility is that you have to bring value. The goal is for you not to be spammy, but it is really for you to bring value that people are going to engage with, right? And so when they engage, you have different types of engagement. But you want to make sure that they are engaging with your content. So that, number one, means you have to create content that is engaging. All right. And you want to make sure that you are putting high value content out here that is standing out in your market, that you are not just posting to be, just posting stuff just because. And there is a time for that to aggravate the algorithms. I actually have what I call aggravate the algorithm strategy when I notice that engagement has gotten low on my page. There are different things that I do to aggravate the algorithm to work in my favor. But again, the goal is to go from visibility to value. All right. Someone asked if I could put the name of the company in. Yes, Destiny Designs. They are official Destiny Designs on Instagram. Okay. So I put that link in the comments. All right. Number 5 is you have to go from common to contrarian. So let me talk to my people who don't like conflict and don't like confrontation. Let me tell you something. The thing about one of the ways that you can really get more eyes on what you do is you have to be willing to be contrarian. Now, this does not mean that you have to be, that you have to attack people. It doesn't mean that you have to be nasty. It means that you have to say something that goes against the grain, something that is an unpopular opinion, something that is going to get people to really notice you. Because here's the thing, consumer minds are wired to notice what's different first. Right? So you don't have to reinvent the wheel, but you should always put your own spin on it. And so what I'm saying again is you have to be willing to say something that most people are not talking about, that's going to make you different. That's one of the reasons that Kizzy says, I like confrontation and going against the grain. I know. Yes, you do. And I'm here for that. Okay. But yes, so you have to, again, be willing to be contrarian. Because if you really want people to notice you, there's something that you have to do differently. I'm contrarian in many ways. One of my taglines is hang up the hustle because rest is the new revenue. We live in a hustle and grind culture. We live in a grind over grace culture. I'm not about that life. I don't subscribe to it. And I have receipts to prove that rest is the new revenue. Okay. I also believe in legacy over labels, which means that although I'm not against anyone who likes to do the whole label lifestyle thing, it's not my thing. It's legacy over labels for me. This means that I am more focused on investing in things that are going to build my legacy than a label that somebody else can put on me, right? Because first of all, Shamika is not going to be identified by somebody else's label. Putting somebody else's label on my back doesn't increase my value, none whatsoever. My value is what it is, regardless of what I wear, okay? Or even crowds or circles or groups or communities, that I'm associated in. I do not allow anyone's labels to identify, or allow myself to be identified as greater or less than because of a label someone else has created. And that's my personal stance. And again, I say I'm not against anyone who does it, but this is where Dr. Shamika Dean, stands, and this is what she stands for. So those are, some of the things. The Superwoman syndrome, I don't subscribe to. I don't subscribe to the strong, independent woman. I'm a woman of strength who understands that my strength is also in my ability to release tasks, to delegate, and to ask for help. So again, you have to be willing to be contrarian. So you got to come from being common to contrarian, because if you look like and sound like everyone else, then you're not going to be found by the people who are really looking for the different thing that you have to offer. Okay. All right. So who can run them back for me? 1 through 5. I'm going to give y'all a second to run those back. 1 through 5. If you can run them back for me real quick. because I like to make sure that you all are not just being inspired, but you're being impacted enough that you are actually taking notes. And then you're going to begin to implement these things in your life or in your business, life, business, So running back, I'm going to give y'all a few seconds while you're typing because I know that there are 5. I'm just going to play this little trailer for you. I'm going to give y'all a second to do that.
Hit a button, Morty. Give me a beat.
Oh man, okay, all right. Next level, let's settle. Business special. This is careful. You know we popping like vessels, and we're not trying to be stressful. We got to dig like a shovel. You know it's a fight like a wrestle. Next level, let's settle. Business special. This is careful. You know we popping like vessels, and we're not trying to be stressful. We got to dig like a shovel. You know it's a fight like a wrestle.
We making money, getting paper on another level. $1 million, $1 billion status, only getting better.
All right, so that was a quick little promo. I'm gonna play that for y'all on the way out so y'all can be jamming on your way out. But those are my boys, Orlando and Emmanuel, who actually created that song for my Business Academy launch. So they wrote the song, and my husband produced it for Next Level Business Academy. So let's see who we got here. So Mia, let's see. Let me check. Let me grade your homework, Mia. Mia says aesthetics to experience, scarcity to surplus, catchy to clarity, visibility to value, common to contrarian. Let's see. Yep. Y'all are on it. Okay, so y'all are paying attention for real. So we got Aisha, aesthetic to experience, scarcity to surplus, catchy to clarity, visibility to value, common to contrarian. Yes, y'all are on it. Jamaica also got all 5 of them right. So let's celebrate them in the comments because they were really paying attention, and I absolutely love it. All right. So we have, we're getting ready to wrap it up, but we do have, I want to do a giveaway today as well. So the first person, let's see, the first person who can comment the tagline for Mogul Minded Marketing. I had to switch it up on y'all today. But the first person who can comment the tagline for Mogul Minded Marketing, there's a tagline and what Mogul Minded Marketing is all about. Yes, Kizzy, you got yours right as well. So she got the 5 rights. Yes, I love it. I do not want to butcher your name. Siam Chu Saskia. I probably butchered it. I apologize if I did. Helping everyday entrepreneurs market like a mogul. Jamaica got it. Yes, you are on it. So send me your Cash App, and I am going to Cash App you one of our cash prize giveaways. Thank you so much, ma'am. Let's celebrate Jamaica in the comment section because she is our winner. Woo-hoo. Yes. She is our winner. So awesome job. All right. So real quick before we wrap this up, I wanted to do a quick survey here. If you have been in business less than 3 years, enter a 1 in the comment section for me, please. If you have been in business for less than, 3 years or less, let's say that. So I wanted to do a quick survey. If you've been in business 3 years, less than 3 years, or 3 years or less, type a 1 in the comments. If you've been in business more than 3 years, that should be more than 3 years. If you've been in business more than 3 years, enter a 2. Starting from the bottom. Okay. All right, all right, all right. Okay, so Mia says 2. Debbie says 2. She's a 2. She's a 2. Okay, all right. So we're about even here. So here's the thing. I'm working on something that I'm getting ready to put out in 2022. So I'm working on something. So it's called the Business Bankroll Blueprint. And so what the Business Bankroll Blueprint is for those who've been in that space where they're 3 years, or just hitting the 3-year mark in their business. And they really need to know how to build a booming brand, because again, branding is about your business reputation, building awareness so that when you market, more people will pay you. Also, the belief systems. When you're building a business, there are certain belief systems that you actually need to have. There's mindset shifts that need to be made, such as money mindset, such as your deserve versus desire level, such as how you look at your work ethics and discipline. And then there are also some business basics that you need to have established so that you can properly scale, grow in your business and sustain it. So that you can do this without hustling, because you can hustle your way into 6 figures. But if you do not know how to build properly, then you'll have to hustle to keep it. And you cannot hustle your way into the 7-figure mark. You cannot hustle your way into 7 figures. So I'm working on something that's very unique. It's new, but I'm giving an opportunity to a few people who can come in at the lowest investment rate to get all of the essentials that you'll need to build brand and blueprint, and then also generate your first 10K. So that's my goal. Okay. So if you haven't hit the 10K, hit a 10K month in your business, then this is something that you want to consider investing in. So if that's you, type a 3 in the comments, and then I'll send you a message privately with the details to that information. Okay. Pull my little notes back up. Okay. Now we are wrapping up our episode of Mogul Minded Marketing. So I want to share with you what next week is going to look like, what next week topic is going to be, and why you need to be here. So what I said was marketing. You need a marketing and automation plan. Okay. To really be able to build your business. So there's marketing systems and software, that marketing software that you need for success. So that is what we will be covering next week. So marketing software you need for success in your business. This is going to help you to begin taking some of your time back, help you to position yourself to where you can really focus on the income producing activities in your business, and you're not having to work so hard doing things that could actually, you can put software in place to automate. So that's what we'll be covering next week. All right. So real quick, before we end it, I want you to tell me what your biggest takeaway was from today's segment. All right. So we got 3 people, Jamaica, we have Debbie, we have Mia, okay, that are interested. So I'll be sending you all an inbox with the information on how you can take advantage of this opportunity. But real quick, tell me what your biggest takeaway was thus far, of today's segment. You are welcome, Stephanie. You're right. You cannot hesitate. You have to put it out there. People need what you have. Jamaica says her biggest takeaway was see the wealth of wisdom inside of you, see deeper than the surface. Absolutely. Thank you, Tiffany. Mia says scarcity, the surplus was her biggest takeaway. Kizzy says, take the lid off. Absolutely. All right, so I'm so glad again that you all decided to tune in to another episode of Mogul Minded Marketing. So I'm viewing and perceiving myself differently. That's what Tiffany says, learning to let go of fear. Absolutely. So again, I am so excited that you all decided to tune in to join in on this broadcast and engaging and participating. It has been so much fun. Again, we go live every Monday at 1:00 p.m. Central Standard Time. Okay, 1:00 p.m. Central Standard Time. So make sure that you put a reminder in your calendar so that you can tune in, because as you can see, we have a lot of fun here on Mogul Minded Marketing. All right. So until next time, it has been fun, but the doc has got to run. All right. Love y'all immensely and intensely.
Hit a button, Morty. Give me a beat.
Oh man, okay, all right. Next level, let's settle. Business special. This is careful. You know we popping like vessels, and we're not trying to be stressful. We got to dig like a shovel. You know it's a fight like a wrestle. Next level, let's settle. Business special. This is careful. You know we popping like vessels, and we're not trying to be stressful. We gotta dig like a shovel. You know it's a fight like a wrestle.
We making money, getting paper on another level. $1 million, $1 billion status, only getting better. Stacking on my paper, so much money, need a shovel. Get it, count it, spend it like it's nothing, man, it's whatever. Run it up, let me go and get my money up. On my mama, getting cash, man, that's a plus. I'm a walking back road, go and get your money up. I'm a walking dollar sign, yeah, that boy level up. Ride with me, I'm a flex. Lot of money, I'm so fresh. King Kong in the trunk, getting hard on this shit. So much love, I can feel it in my belly. Wanna call me on my celly, I can't hear you, gotta text.
Next level, let's settle. Business special. This is careful. You know we popping like vessels, and we're not trying to be stressful. We gotta dig like a shovel. You know it's a fight like a wrestle. Next level, let's settle. Business special. This is careful. You know we popping like vessels, and we're not trying to be stressful. We gotta dig like a shovel. You know it's a fight like a wrestle. I'm mentally stable, I'm mentally able. It's time to think, so turn off the cable. Wanna talk business like we at a table. I'm gonna make it, I don't need a label. Vision is made, I got me a brand. I gotta dig deeper like I'm in the sand. I am the leader like I'm in the band. I need a feature like a helping hand. I'ma keep rising like elevators. Business with titles like legislators. Outside the box, no regulator. Shining my light like a generator. Fits in my brain like a renovator. Mine is different like an innovator. It comes to me like second nature. Now go be a leader and overachiever. I'm a believer, so I'm a receiver. Building my business like I'm a beater. You got a message, so put it on speaker. Help you expand, I feel like a teacher. My vision is vivid, so I gotta print it. Knew what I wanted, so I gotta read it. All about business, I never been timid. Next level, let's settle. Business special. This is careful. You know we're popping like vessels, and we're not trying to be stressful. We gotta dig like a shovel. You know it's a fight like a wrestle. Next level, let's settle. Business special. This is careful. You know we popping like vessels, and we're not trying to be stressful. We gotta dig like a shovel. You know it's a fight like a wrestle.